This is my 1964 Chevrolet Impala 4-door sports sedan. Has a 283 rebuilt V8, which needs a little bit of work but runs alright. Has no exhaust and has a standard differential, not positive traction. Just about everything on this car works right. Pretty much the only things this car really needs before I can start actually driving it, besides insurance, is it needs the, it needs a muffler, which I have. I just haven't had time to put it on yet. I might have a shop do that. But it needs that. I need to get the heater hoses all connected and everything, which I'm going to do shortly. And quite easily to see that I need bumpers. I don't have bumpers because the original bumpers for this car, one was stolen. The other one is being kept by the previous owner of the vehicle. The previous owner is also helping me find some parts for this, such as the bumpers. I don't know if this is a Chevrolet color and somebody painted this or not, but this is not the original color of the car. And somebody did paint it themselves. I just don't know if it's a Chevrolet color. This car actually used to be this tan gold and white with the white top. Very nice color, and then it looks like the driver's side door had been replaced. Yeah, it looked like it had been replaced at some point in time, and then, well, kind of got smashed up a bit. And I've actually pop riveted that door back into place. But everything does work. I mean, the door is just ajar. Kind of got to slam it, but it's fine otherwise. Original seats, or all original interior, which is pretty lousy. The headliner all looked pretty much like this, plus, you know, a few holes here and there. When I first actually purchased the car, I took it up to the high school and power washed this out. Everything I took the seats out and everything, you know, and power washed it to get the smell of animal shit and what all out. And I just barely hit the roof, but it just undid that seam, so I gotta get that sewn back up. Well, otherwise, the headliner's good. We're gonna go out to Nordstrom's U-Pull-It tomorrow and buy a new seat for this, new front seat. Back seat, the cover under the back seat's in pretty good shape. This side doesn't have any of the padding left, but it's pretty good. Backs are perfect except for the top is torn up, but I mean otherwise it's nice with the cover on it. And I do have original, at least I believe these are original Impala floor mats. Don't quote me on this for sure. If anyone knows any different as to whether or not these are Impala floor mats at all or not, or if they're trunk mats actually, or let me know. I don't know for sure. I did rip the carpet out, obviously, because it was crap when I power washed this car out. And so I just went ahead and spray painted gloss brown primer. So that'll work for now. The lower portions of the door panels were all torn up pretty bad. And every door except for this front passenger door. The front passenger door is almost perfect, except for that armrest. That's perfect. Driver quality, anyways. So, I just took that pressure washer, basically, and I just used it and just sliced straight through everything. But, yeah. And the only thing in this door that works is the window crank and the handle. Nothing else in this door works, so I can't lock it or anything, which sucks. I did, however, though, pop rivet this shut, and I might get some Bondo or just get some sealant for it. I don't know how long I'm going to have to live with this door. I will replace it eventually. It's not worth fixing. If anybody knows if a 1963 Impala door would fit or not from a 4-door sport, let me know, because I can get one of those up at Nordstrom's. I'm just not sure if it'll fit or not, so I don't want to buy it and find out it's not and go through all that pain for nothing. Let's see how many miles. I never even really paid attention to this, to tell you the truth. Let's see, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but she's got, let's see, 12,709 miles and 9/10. So, yeah, she's got a bit of mileage on her. I do need to work on my speedometer. Oh, and the clock doesn't work, of course. I don't know how many people have clocks that actually work, but damn things never seem to work. I do, however, the radio works fine, and pretty much everything works fine. I did have to jerry-rig my heater motor, blower motor, whatever you want to call it, because of, I have the wiring for the switch, but the switch where it plugs in, there's absolutely nothing. I have manuals, but I can't seem to figure out from them, you know, where the switch I have goes, so I have a ignition switch out of a Corvair. Works good enough for now. I got that set to high. I did have it, I was going to do high and low, but it didn't quite work right. I haven't figured out how to make the horn work yet. I mean, I know how to, I got the horn to work. I tested, I just haven't figured out how to put in a button yet, but this is not aligned right with what the wheels are pointing right now, because the car needs to be, I need to have the wheels balanced, or not balanced, excuse me. Oh, I can't think of what the word is. Anyways, aligned. I need to have them realigned. They're way out of alignment. So, that's for another day, though. But everything electronic-wise does work, except for my reverse lights. I did the park neutral safety switch. I did replace that. Or not replace it, I took that apart and I cleaned it out and everything, checked the contact points, but it won't make the reverse light turn on, and it might be a fuse, because the fuses are, I mean, as far as I can see, I looked down there and the fuses looked fine, but there's rust on the contacts. I can't pull those fuses out, and I just haven't had time to do it, so it might actually be what the problem is. I haven't had a chance to check that, but I fixed a lot of wiring. Some of it was, some of the wiring had melted through and shorted out because of a trailer hitch light was in the trunk and wired up to those lights, and something went wrong with it. So, but I got all that working now. Everything does work, like I said, the radio and all does work. Radio works, and I bought this product when I got my manuals. Actually, these were birthday presents, but I don't know if you can see it under there. Probably not. That little line is the, it's called a Ready Radio. And what this is basically, it has, you know, male and female plugs for your antenna, so you can still get your AM radio. And it also has a headphone in line. So you can plug in, you know, your MP3 player, a little radio, whatever you want. So, I mean, I got my little radio here, or MP3 player here, and I can turn this on. And I just dial the radio into 10, which I got it, you know, I got it set on there just fine. And I just turn on the radio. And there you go. Music plays. And I also have a Walkman radio that is basically clipped to an accessory hole under the dash there. I just clipped it on there, and it's got a tape deck in it. But I use it for the radio, so that way I can take this thing, you know, if I can take it driving, listen to the radio, or go to the drive-in movie at Laverne, and they use radio broadcasting for the music for the movie sound, so I can go ahead and actually take this up there and still be able to get the FM in. Lights work, interior lights work and everything. I don't know how it's going to show up, especially if my battery's darn near dead. They kind of show up. Let's see. Oh, and the wipers do work, however, though I do not have a knob. I pulled this out of a 65, and the screw that held the knob on was busted, so